Okay, everybody, here we go. It's me, Gregory Mannarino. You know what? I'm really just disgusted this morning. I'm really disgusted. And why? Well, you already know. Did you see this headline? U.S. budget deficit hits 316 billion in May, up 14% from the Biden creature. We were told this wouldn't happen. We were told and sold another epic lie. The tariffs were gonna pay for it all. Do you remember the same exact unfolding of events? The last time President Trump made the same promise during his last tenure, we were told the same thing. The tariffs were going to pay the deficit and the debts and everything else. But instead now we're selling America off at $5 million a pop to the richest people on the planet Earth. And that's going to pay off the debt and deficits. It's not going to work either. You're being sold yet another lie. When are people going to hold their leaders to account? I guess never. People are now, again, not being led to the slaughter, but walking themselves right into the slaughterhouse. And this should disgust you. It disgusts me because there is a solution. It's right here. I covered this yesterday. But before we even move on here, again, let's do this. So, Lions, this is in your inbox right now. This is no longer funny at all. Again, U.S. budget deficit hit 316 billion in May, up 14% from a year ago. 316 billion in 1 month. And we are only mid-year. So here's what this really means. Sit down. The U.S. government is now in a state of terminal debt spiral and spending is accelerating. We were told that was going to stop too. How did you like all the arrests and the perp walks for the fraud that was performed here? Doge was supposed to reveal that, and there was going to be arrests. Still waiting. How about you? That's another thing that I called out. We said it was a fraud from day one. It was a fraud. Where are the people that called us out? Well, they're all silent now because they realized that we were correct. Why? This is getting worse and will worsen from here. I'm talking about budget deficits and everything else connected to it. The economy is much weaker than they'll ever admit. And therefore, as we all know, the Fed will be cutting rates and debasing the currency even more. Inflation plus debt. Let me just show this to you. I mean, it's too simple. I mean, it's an incredible thing to see. Here. Inflation plus deficit growth plus accelerating collapse equal purchasing power losses on a grand scale. But what's the solution that our vice president is talking about? Well, the same one that our president is talking about. Let's kill the dollar even more. It's already lost 96% of its purchasing power. It's not enough. Maybe 98% is enough. Maybe 99% is enough. You can't make this stuff up, but that's exactly what's happening here. It's an incredible thing. Where's the revolt? Where's the people taking to the streets? Nowhere. They're locked up in their houses, sucking their thumbs. Every month, these numbers here will get worse. I'm referring to debts and deficits here. And they simply tell bigger lies to cover it up, to mask it. The deficits, like this one, okay? You see that? Okay. They're not being used to build or invest. They are being used to sustain the illusion of solvency. It's a dead man walking. I sum this up right here. An insolvent, corrupt, spiritually rotten beast system consuming itself to survive just a little bit longer and taking we the people with it. Does that sound about right to you? This new $316 billion May deficit is the new normal, and it will worsen from here. Again, up 14% from Biden creature. It's an incredible thing to see. Now, this debt death spiral is irreversible unless immediate action is taken to stop it. They're not going to do it. J.D. Vance just yesterday saying we got to kill the dollar. We got to cut rates further. Same page as our illustrious president saying the same thing. Imagine if Biden had said this. There would be, well, I guess Trump supporters in full revolt. But right now, they have their thumbs stuck straight in their rear ends. And they're paralyzed. They're absolutely mentally, physically, and spiritually paralyzed. Why? Because they're not speaking out against it. Again, it's consent. Does it sound about right to you? Take your thumbs out of your rear ends. You MAGA supporters out here, yeah, I'm addressing you right now. Take your thumbs out and start to speak out against your beautiful leader here, okay? It's incredible. Their solution, again, they've already told us, cut rates and kill the dollar, kill America. So what are they going to do? They're going to print. Babylon's fiscal house is burning, and no amount of lies is going to stop. Does that sound right to you? Yeah, I think it does. Where's the solution? It's right here. Return purchasing power to the currency. What would that do? Let's set this up. Right now, American manufacturing is collapsing. It's collapsing. We were told we were going to bring manufacturing back here to the United States. It's going to be a great thing. No, instead, the polar opposite is happening, just as I said it would here. You want to rebuild American manufacturing and factory activity, you return purchasing power to the currency. What would that do? Consumers would now have more purchasing power and they would therefore consume. This would restart America's manufacturing engine. And instead of factories dying with massive layoffs happening, they would start to wake up. Does that sound right to you? Of course it does, because you're smart. But that's not what J.D. Vance is saying. That's not what President Trump is saying. They want to kill the dollar and lower rates. President Trump said a full percentage point. Do you realize yet that America is being destroyed from within? The lies, the tales, the deception. Are you guys and girls starting maybe now to wake up? How about this one here? So President Trump's pause on his 90-day pause on tariffs is just about to expire. But now Scott Bessent, not President Trump, is now floating out the idea of extending these tariffs that were supposed to make us all rich. And we were going to win. And it was going to pay down the deficit. Oh, it didn't work, did it? Look, I'm being sarcastic here, and I'm trying to smack some of you here. I really am. If you can't handle it, you can unsubscribe. You do not need to watch these videos here. But maybe some of you are starting to wake up a little bit and realize that you have been lied to, deceived on a grand scale. The question is, what are you going to do about it? Here's another one, another lie that you're going to love. Do you remember just 2 days ago, we found out that there was a framework for a deal between the United States and China, and they agreed to talk? Now they're calling this progress. This is today. As progress emerges, there's no progress here. There's no progress. Do any of you recall what happened during President Trump's last tenure? China dragged Trump along for the entire 4 years. We heard the same headlines, the same narratives, and we got no deal. This is now a joke, not on the American people, but on the President of the United States of America, and I think that's an embarrassment. I want President Trump to succeed. Don't we all? Don't we all want our so-called leaders to succeed? But what's happened here is the Oval Office has been turned into a casino for the president and his sons to build a crypto empire. That's really the winning that has gone on. But has that really helped you? I don't think so. No. But did I maybe touch a nerve here? I hope so, because that's exactly what has happened here in the Oval Office. We're not winning anything. Do you need any more proof of this? Or you still think we need a little more time? How did those arrests work out for you? The perp walks, the fraud the absolute fraud that was going to be exposed by Doge. We were going to see all those people in handcuffs, right? You're still waiting for that to happen? If you are, take your thumb out of your rear end and start to wake up again that you were lied to, you were deceived. Now, with regard to the stock market today, let me show you something. The dollar, this is no surprise to you, is being decimated. The Dixie is now below 98. Oh, we didn't see that one coming. Yes, we did. You and I said this would happen. The dollar is dying. You got stock futures this morning lower across the board. That's because we have progress on a US-China deal. The market realizes it's being lied to you. Are you going to start to wake up maybe? Gold and silver right now, okay, getting a bit higher just a little bit. And the crypto capital of the world, the United States, that's what President Trump is making us, not the constitutional money capital of the world. No, no, no. The crypto capital of the world. We're under pressure right now. People, look, there's no way you could make this stuff up. And you think I got this wrong? Let me know. You think I got this right? Let me know that too. Because again, is it time to admit that what you and I have spoken about here, all of it is actually happening? It's true. We were belittled. We were talked down to. I was told that I was going to be made a fool of. Didn't happen, did it? Because it's too easy. They make it too simple. And again, do you back what President Trump and J.D. Vance is talking about? Let's kill the dollar. Let's kill America. We could turn this all around right now. Instead of killing the dollar, let's return purchasing power to the dollar. Let's let the consumer be able to purchase more goods, which will allow our factories to wake up. Instead, again, it's always the polar opposite of what politicians tell you. We're going to make America great again by rebuilding manufacturing. We're going to start producing things. How do we do that if we're killing the currency? And therefore, the economy is dying along with the factories, which are supposed to turn around. This is what happens when you put oligarchs in charge here. Instead of people like I here who actually live in the real world. We don't look to turn the Oval Office into a casino to build a crypto empire for ourselves and our sons, do we now? No, we don't. But that's what we have here, and I'll tell you something. I'm going to sum it up for you. Ready? It's devilism. It's devilism. Think I got it right? Love you guys. I want to hear from you on all this. Greg, you know what? You got it wrong. You got it right. All right. Tell me where I got it wrong. I'm willing to learn here. Looks like we pretty much nailed it to the wall. And this is not a surprise to anyone who really understands, who follows this vlog. And yes, I am upset this morning. And if you're not upset about this budget deficit skyrocketing here out of control, and now Beth's in here talking about extending tariffs that were going to make us all rich and they were going to pay off the debt and deficits, well, when are you going to start holding these people to account? Are you ever going to do it? Probably not. And that's what they know. They know you're not going to do it. They believe, maybe rightly so, that the people in the United States are the most dumbed down freaks, disconnected from reality. Again, they've been lied to and they swallow it all. And then when they realize it, they don't push back. They do nothing. They have a public that they have turned into lemmings, into zombies. It's an incredible thing to see. It really, really is. Love you all. See you later, 4 or 5 p.m. for the live stream.